What applications do you mean when you say crypto is Web 3.0? Very good question. So let me kind of take a back step. Web 1 was the first version of the internet. Think 1990s, dial-up modems, to Yahoo, to even Google and Amazon and eBay, all that. Web 2.0 was essentially social media. So think YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, connecting people. Web 3.0 is building trustless applications, applications that are not controlled by any central authority. These are decentralized applications. So let me pull up this picture here I found, right? Which does a good job of explaining this concept of Web 3. So Web 2.0, we have the browser, right? Now we have web browsers that run Web 3 apps, like Brave, for example. Then you have storage. You have Dropbox and Google Drive, Web 2. You have Filecoin. You have storage, IPFS. For social, you have Steemit for Web 3. So basically, all these different products will be shifted to a point where they can run peer-to-peer and not have any central person controlling them. Not a government, not a bank. And that is huge. So what are some sample applications? DeFi. DeFi, because if we go to the DeFi stack, let me look this up here. DeFi composability. This is a good example. This why image is very low quality. Let me find a better version of this. Let's say DeFi composability stack. Even this is very low in quality. Sure. Okay, this is better. Right, so this is a stack. We basically have blockchains at the bottom. In this case, we have Ethereum. You could also consider Cosmos, Polkadot, Bitcoin, but most of DeFi is running on Ethereum. Then you have other infrastructure protocols that run on top of that blockchain. So in this case, we have oracles, we have Chainlink, Band Protocol, Teller. Then we have privacy. There's Enigma, which is now shifting to Secret Network. Tornado Cash, which is a mixer. But now we have the other kind of the core DeFi stack. We have derivatives, synthetics, UMA. Then you have DEXs. You have stablecoins. You have lending, Compound Maker, Aave. You have DEXs and aggregators, One Exchange, 0x Protocol. You have insurance with Nexus Mutual, Open, which is for options. So all of these are applications actually running on the blockchain. In this case, the Ethereum blockchain. So this is the new internet. If we go to this stack, imagine all the big internet applications shifting to become trustless, where you don't have to rely on Facebook, on Google, on Amazon. That is powerful. So for example, what happened recently when basically all social media sites banned Trump in a decentralized internet, you can't really do that. It does have both good and bads to it. That's something we'll figure out once that happens. But being able to create applications, for example, where a government with a dictator cannot suppress the people, right? That's powerful. That's freedom. That's liberating. So this is happening, right? all this Web3, all these applications, they're in a way kind of uncoupling. Let me see if I can find the DeFi bank stack. DeFi bank. Okay, this is pretty much the same thing, but you guys kind of get the idea, right? This is why I think Ethereum is literally the next internet, right? So when I say I'm kind of an ETH maximalist, because all this is happening on Ethereum. It could possibly happen on Bitcoin. But in this example, Bitcoin into wrap Bitcoin. Ethereum is eating Bitcoin. Now the other competing blockchains are Polkadot and Cosmos and some others. But right now, Ethereum is in the lead. This is the new internet, and it's happening on Ethereum. That's why ETH is going to the moon and beyond. Bill, any comments?
You know, one day people are going to laugh at the idea that things like social media were controlled by some centralized entity. Matter of fact, centralized entities in general may be laughable 5 years from now. So when money decentralizes, then identity will decentralize, right? You won't have to show a piece of paper. It'll be something kept on a blockchain. I think when you talk Web3, you're talking like Wall Street. You're talking about your identity. And then I think you're eventually going to talk about how we use blockchains to connect with each other as human beings without some entity saying, you can say this, but not that. I had a history professor who said, you know, if you're going to stick up for free speech, you're going to have to defend people that you vehemently disagree with. I'm a big fan of free speech, and I think blockchain and possibly crypto is going to be a way for people to pay each other, trade with each other, and eventually relate to each other without some third party getting involved. I mean, my Telegram has blown up from, you know, people leaving other social media platforms to whatever they do on Telegram. And, you know, that's from every race, creed, color that there is. So Web3 is about people voting with their feet to form different kinds of monies and different kinds of electronic ways to connect with each other.
Right. Well said, Bill. Well said. So to our audience, what do you think about Web3? Let us know down below.